Hello, Ungoogleable. Welcome to your life. Today is beautiful. Please log in.
Hold on. Hold on.
You're promoted colonel. Yes. What for?
Take the honor, Colonel. Be a little kind.
As a colonel, you'll have a cabin to yourself on the boat home. Then, thank you. Well then, Godspeed.
There's nothing
Had he ever
further
talked to
here
you about this
for
stuff
a while.
before?
We
Never.
drive back.
He never said that to me. He never talked about killing so many people. And what did Tess like when you re coming home? It turns out Manson's lyrics about killing strangers are true in a literal way that even he hadn't quite realized. His father did kill strangers. And Manson and his mother lived with the aftermath. I think that he was very, very good at what he did. In the same way as the character that Martin Sheen plays in Apocalypse Now. I think my father was selected to do a job. He entered the Air Force at 17 and you just don't know what your life is going to be at that age. He never talked to me about it. He still hasn't really spoken of it. I think it was after my mother's passing that he felt it was a time where it was necessary to tell me, this is who I really am. And I think he was selected for being good at what he did, and that was killing people. When you realize that he spent the first 18 years of his life in a household dominated by the after effects of violence, Marilyn Manson, and his music, his obsessions, his sense of alienation, his fascination with killing. His insistence on living outside the strictures of mainstream American society suddenly makes much more sense. And if it has a light bulb moment for me understanding who he is and where he come from, it also seems to have been for him. His father had told him not to write. And he went to journalism college anyway. The first article I ever did, he recalls, was about Marilyn Manson, which I wrote as myself as Brian Warner, and that was in part why I had to have a pseudonym, a stage name. I was put in a situation where I was suddenly stuck with where I had created a Frankenstein's monster. There was Marilyn Manson, but there was no music yet. I created a fake world maybe because I didn't like the one I was living in, but that's what made me make music. I had to fill in the gaps I'd created. Do you think that you created a monster as a way of externalizing the difficult feelings you couldn't cope with? You, Brian, gave them all to Marilyn Manson? He ponders this for a moment and then says, "Are you trying to mindfuck me?" "Yes," I say. "Well, success. There's the tip. So now we can go on to more cheerful things. Except we don't because it turns out that Marilyn Manson is in the throes of what very much looks like a midlife crisis, or, at least, a midlife reflective moment precipitated by his mother's death. It is hard to know exactly when to take him seriously. In person, as he is in his song titles, he is endlessly playful and teasing. But the two last songs on the album, Cupid Carries a Gun and Odds of Even, are circle of life stuff, he says, written after his mother had died.
Today was a wonderful day. Please come back tomorrow.
Red, blue, green.
Mic check 1 2.
Congratulations. You reject the good enough. You reject words like symbolism and postmodernism. Obsolescence is not part of your vocabulary. Every night, every day, every step of the way. The diktat of fashion. The agenda of the color wheel. Gone. It takes more than a pretty face to catch your attention. I repeat. It takes more than a pretty face to catch your attention. Good. That is very good. We are source decoded. For you. For the most perfect moisturizer. The most advanced cosmetic lineup. Scientifically proven, scientifically tested. For you.
Congratulations. Calibration completed.